Hi everyone, today's video is super duper exciting because it is the first update on my 25 by Christmas project pan. And so I picked 25 items last month. I'll go ahead and link the original video down below because I do it project pan roulette style so that it's like, oh, I drew this makes me think of this. You'll just see. So let's go ahead and get into it. I do have one empty and one oopsies. So as many of you probably know if you watch my channel, I live in Savannah, Georgia, and when Hurricane Irma came, we were mandatorily evacuated. We're very blessed, at least here, we did not get hit near as hard as a lot of other places, especially in the Caribbean and even in Florida. So, but we were still evacuated, so I was traveling a bunch because I was gone for over a week and a half. And I went from like Savannah to my mom's house to a hotel in Atlanta and then back here. So I lost something, and it was I had a little mini NARS Laguna bronzer, and I was using it a ton, and I thought I was really close to hitting pan, but I can't find it for the life of me. If I find it, I'm going to end up just putting it back in my collection and be like, sorry, we're scrapping it for this project specifically. But that being said, so I'm counting that towards like the 25 just because, you know, things happen, things break, that's part of having makeup, so I'm just counting it. You know, I do a rolling, so if you're like, well, it doesn't really count, well, you know what, I'm going to put in a product to replace anyway. So I had that in for the topic of Mary, as in like Merry Christmas, not Mary Jesus' mother, just to clarify. And so, so it was something that made me happy. And so with this, I chose my Lorac Pirates of the Caribbean eyeshadow palette. I really probably should not have put another eyeshadow in here, but it's the first thing that I thought of. And I chose the shade Sea Haze, and I want to hit pan on it. And I'll give you a little swatch. It is what's on my lower lash line today. I don't think it shows up very well there, but this is beautiful. I think I mentioned it last time, I'm really trying to incorporate some of my Disney makeup. I have a whole, I always forget to mention, down below I list every video that these products have been in. So like I've done a palette review, a do you really need it, a tutorial, and a whole Disney makeup collection video, and this would be in all of those. But when I go to Disney World in November, I am just bringing Disney makeup because that's what I want to do. So I'm going to bring this anyway, so might as well have it in a project. It's kind of my philosophy. And then for Gilmore Girls, I finished the item as well. And so my Gilmore Girls item was the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed. And if you watched that initial video, again, it's linked down below. This was already shattered and kind of nasty. So I used it up completely. Part of the use up was probably, honestly, it was just like pieces were getting stuck into my brush. But whatever, it's gone. No more of that. I'm going to go through, made it, threw it in my empties. So in order to, the product that I'm using to replace that is in my Lorac Pro 2 palette. I've done a ton of videos about this palette as well. A product review, products I regret buying, and just products that used to be hyped but aren't. It's been on a lot because I don't like these palettes. I know that they say that the Pirates of the Caribbean is the pro formula, but I don't know. I don't like these palettes. So I'm going to use the shade Snow. It's in my inner corner today as an inner corner highlight. And I know that these are relatively easy to go through, so I'm going to try to use this entire thing up in the next 3 months, not just hit pan. That might be way overzealous, but that's going to be the goal. Next, oh man, I don't have the topic. Oops. I want to say this was for, this was my one item that I was like, I'm just going to pick this. I'm not going to do it Project Pan Roulette style because I know I want this to be in it, and it's the Sephora Good Tidings We Bling nail polish because as you can probably see, it is Christmas colors. So it's like if I don't use it during Christmas, I'm not going to use it for most of the year probably unless I'm just feeling really festive. So it is what's on my nails today, the glitter. It's a beautiful glitter. I've used it quite a few times. And I started right there, and now I'm there. So I do have some use. And by the way the bottle goes, then it does make me think that, like, the usage will go even faster. I really love this glitter. It makes me happy and festive, so I'm excited about that. Next, we have my Nutcracker item. And I chose an eyeshadow from this MAC Nutcracker Sweet palette. It's the eyeshadow, this was their Christmas collection last year. I chose the shade Nutcracker, which is this black. It's not ultra pigmented, and it kind of has like, in the pan it looks like it's got some purple in it. Look at that. It's not very good, for being honest. I have also featured this in like a bottom 5 palettes. I don't really like this palette. So again, if I feel like if I can focus on one shadow at a time, it'll help me get through it better. So I have been using this to set my eyeliner. I was using another one in my Superhero Summer project pan, but that's gone. I mean, that pan is over, so I've been using this ever since. I forgot, I haven't been telling you all the weights. Oh, mansers. Alright. Lorac Pirates of the Caribbean is 369 grams. I just put it in, so I don't have comparison. Same thing with the Lorac Mega Pro 2, or just Pro 2, excuse me, and that is 124 grams. The nail polish has lost a gram. It went from 65 to 64. And this product has stayed the exact same, 149 grams. Alright. So then for Baby It's Cold Outside, I chose this cream eyeshadow stick. Excuse me. You can probably tell I'm a little sick. As with the Nutcracker palette, I did in Superhero Summer have an eyeshadow primer, so I was using that more, but since that's been over, I've been using this. I also used it on my sister. I did her makeup quite a few times because I can now say it. She's officially engaged. I'm super excited. I'm getting another brother. So she got engaged this weekend. Like, today's Monday. She got engaged on Saturday, which is really exciting. He's a really nice guy. I'm a big fan. But anyway, I was doing her makeup when I was home because we knew it was happening. Like, he had bought the ring. We knew it was coming. And my sister did too. She doesn't like surprises. So I was practicing her makeup because I'm going to do her makeup for her wedding. And this looks really good on her because she has really fair skin, so it helps make things pop even better. And I used it on myself as well now. And this has not lost any weight. It still weighs the same. Oh, where's my little sheet? What? I had a little sheet that was marking things. Oh, man. Are you kidding me? What did I do with it? I brought it over here. No, I didn't. Okay, whatever. This has lost, like, no size either. I've only sharpened it once. Alright. Yo, it's hot. So, for I Want Hippopotamus for Christmas, I, of course, chose my highlighter in Hippo by Colourpop. Now, unfortunately, I did not weigh this last time, which is just dumb. I wasn't paying attention. But now it weighs 29 grams. And you can see it looks like things have gotten chunks put out of it. And it's because I don't like applying this with my fingers. I use this brush. It's the Luxie Beauty Precision Foundation 660. And I just kind of rub it in there. And then it really, again, it's the foundation, the highlighter I have on today. It really applies it very nicely. I'm a big fan. It's a beautiful, like, purpley pink tone, and it's nice because it's really shimmery but not over the top. It's one of my favorites. I love it. So there you go. I've gotten a lot of use out of that. My dog, in case you are new here, is also named Hippo. He's named for Hippocampus, not Hippopotamus, but that's okay. Similarly, I have a Colourpop eyeshadow for All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. So, of course, I chose this hot pink eyeshadow. By Colourpop, it's in the shade Slave to Pink. I had not weighed this one either. I think I just went by a couple and just didn't weigh them. But this is 20 grams now, and you can see I definitely got some use out of it. My goal is to hit pan on this. It's amazing. It's what's like in the middle of my eye today. I really like it. I think it's beautiful. So, I think I'll definitely be able to hit pan on that. And I've used that a few times. However, I did realize it stains your eyelids. Just fair warning. Then we have the e.l.f. Physicians Formula Concealer 101 in green. And this was for... Oh! This was for the product e.l.f. And so I used this oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm so tongue-tied. For e.l.f. the movie, I chose this concealer right here. And I want to use it up. I've gotten some use out of it. Again, I didn't have weight for this guy, so it's 54 grams now. I had already hit pan on it, and I marked that pan now. I didn't mark it last time either. So, I don't know if I'm going to use this up, but I'm going to definitely try to get some more use out of that. I'm sweating, y'all. Alright. The next item is Beauty and the Beast. And so for that, of course, I chose my Lorac Tale as Old as Time Beauty and the Beast palette. I've done a full review of this palette as well. And so for that, I chose the shade Beast Mode, which is right here. And maybe you can see I do have some good use out of that. Again, I use this a lot for my sister. My sister's favorite princess is Belle, so I use this palette a lot when I was playing with her makeup. And I actually, it's lost 3 grams. It went from 308 to 305. And this shadow I did use both times I did her makeup, and I used it on myself a few times as well. It's beautiful. Love it. Big fan. So I'm excited about the use I got out of that one. Some of these items I didn't do so well on. You'll see. This next one, as I said in my last update with my Thankful for Makeup, sometimes you travel, you know, I was evacuated, and you gain weight, and that's what unfortunately happened with this eyeshadow palette. This was for Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. I chose the Sephora Minnie's World in Color palette, and I chose the shade Starlet. This went from 377 to 379 grams of product. Not really sure how, but to be honest, I've only used this eyeshadow like once or twice. I don't really like it. It's what's like on the innermost part of my lid today, and you can see, and that's wet. It just, I've tried it applying it with my finger. It just doesn't do that much. It's right there. I mean, it's pretty in a swatch, but on the lid with a brush, with my finger, wet, I just can't get it to work that well. So, I don't know about finishing that guy up, but we're working on it. We're working on it, right? Alright, next is the song Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney. And for that, I chose my Sephora and Pantone Universe Modern Watercolors palette. I also used this on my sister. She really liked these colors. And I chose this silver shade right here. And it's called, what is it called? It's got a number, 11-0105. This one is kind of a flaky silvery shadow. It's right there. But wet, it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm a huge fan of it. I think I have a little bit of a dent in it. Yeah, you can see. I definitely have used this a few times. And you know, as I always say, the goal is to finish up 25 items. Please don't get me wrong. That is for sure what I'm trying to do. But I have so much makeup. Before I project pan, if I use something once like once every 3 or 4 months, that was good for me. Like a certain item, because I have so much and I was always rotating through everything. So now that I'm project panning, like even if I use something like twice a month or even just once a month for 4 months, that's really good for me. It's getting me a lot more use out of my items. Just, that's what I'm trying to say. Alright. What have I done? Alright. So now we're at Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, and we have the Milani 3D Glitzy Gloss. I have this gloss on today. I've used this gloss a ton, but I can't really mark it, unfortunately. It sits up, but it hasn't really been going down. And I tried doing the trick where you like push the product down, and it just isn't really working. So I'll swatch it for you. It's right there. I really like it. I didn't think I would like it based on a swatch because it looks really like browny, gross color, but it's beautiful. And I've been using it a lot. So, unfortunately, again, for whatever reason, a couple of these items I had not weighed, and that was one of them, and that was 32 grams now. Next, we have the Tarina Tarantino. Oh, for Happy Christmas, we have the Tarina Tarantino Purple Velvet Magic Smudge Pen. I used this today right out here, and it turned out almost black. It's the first time I've used it since I started this project, I'm not going to lie. You can see it's super deep in purple. It is almost black. This weighs 5 grams. It's weighed 5 grams last time. There's not a ton of product in here. I just don't like it. So, we'll see. We'll see. Santa Claus is coming to town. I chose the Too Faced Matte Eye collection. This also gained some weight. It gained a gram. It went from 113 to 114 grams. But the shade Velveteen Bunny, there you can see it. I definitely have gotten a lot of use out of it. My goal is to hit pan on it, and I have used it every single day. I don't think I'm close to hitting pan, but I do have a dip in it, so I'm working on it. For sure, I feel good about that usage. For red, I have the Josie Marin Vibrancy Foundation. I could have been finished with this, but I have another foundation, so I've only used this once. And and it went from there to there. I do not like, it's what I have on today. I don't like it. It feels very mask-like. I try to brush. I'll try it with a sponge, but I'm definitely thinking I'm going to wear these on days I'm not doing anything, like, to get through with this, because I'm not a big fan. It went from 15 grams to 14 grams. A Christmas Carol, I chose this shade, the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in Ozone. Again, I left that the paper over there, but it had gone down like this much. I think I've only sharpened it once or twice. Y'all see that this red is kind of bleeding? I think it's just because I'm sweating so much. Sorry. I'm sorry, that's gross. I just am. But this is a clear lip liner. It stayed the same weight, 5 grams. And I've been using it. Sometimes it does, because I reverse lip line, and sometimes it does give me like a white line under my lips, which is not cute. So, I don't know about that. Alright, next we have I'll Be Home for Christmas. And this item I have used quite a bit, but again, it gained weight. I don't know what to say about it. It's the Revlon Color Burst Matte Balm in the shade Standout. It's this beautiful matte red. Again, it's what I have under that lip gloss. I've used it a lot. But as you can see, there's a lot left. So I marked it. I was here. Now I'm there. And it does line up. I promise. I don't know why we always feel the need to show people. Like, I'm not lying. I mean, why would you lie? But my sister used this. My mom used this. I used this. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not even not sure. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to finish that one up. But I'm working on it. For Santa Claus, I chose the MAC Nutcracker Sweet Cheek Compact. And I chose the shade At Dusk. Now, I have to be very careful with this, because this highlighter, which is beautiful, it looks really good on my sister. She's very, like I said, she's very fair. It will fall out completely, and it has on more than one occasion fallen on the ground, so it is kind of cracked. But I'm working on the blush, and I'm trying to hit pan on the blush. I'm going to just cover up the highlighter. And so maybe you can see, I do have a lot of usage out of that. I had already worn down a lot of the print, but I've worn it down even more. I love this blush. It's one of my favorites that I own. Did it right on that knuckle, if you can see that. It's very natural. It's what's on my cheeks today. Big fan. And this went from 83 to 82 grams. However, to be honest, part of that was probably that highlighter just falling apart, which is really upsetting. I only got that last Christmas, so I've had it for maybe a year now. Probably not even. So it's a little upsetting. For the song We Wish You a Merry Christmas, I chose the Balm Merry Luminizer. This also gained a gram. It went from 85 to 86 grams. I haven't used this as much as the Hippo highlighter. I shouldn't have put 2 highlighters in here. I don't know what I was thinking. But you can see at the top it does have some usage out of it. Let me see if I can swatch it. Right there. It's a beautiful highlighter. This one's a lot more extreme than the Hippo, but I really like it. And I have used that a few times, just not as much as the Hippo, just because I like the Hippo a little better. Alright, for It's a Wonderful Life, I chose the Sonia Kashuk Nail Color in Smoke and Mirrors. It's looking a lot more gold on my, on my nails, because I put that glitter over it. But it's a beautiful silver. I absolutely love this shade. I've used it like once, I think. So it's from there to there. So I haven't used it that much, but I still love it, and it's beautiful. Next, we have Nightmare Before Christmas, and for that, I have the IT Cosmetics No Tug Waterproof Liner. And you can see I went from up there to down there, so I do have some usage on it. But y'all, this, let me see if it'll show up in a swatch. It's very dry. No, see, swatching it, it looks really nice. But when I'm trying to put it on my lids, it's just really, really dry and hard to get on. I don't know why. So like I said, I've used it every single day, but I still have a lot left. So if we can line it up. There you go. See, I'm not lying to you. So if I do continue the same way, even though I'd get a lot of use out of it, I don't think I'd finish it up. So maybe I'll try to do my waterline a little more. I don't know. It's It's kind of disappointing. But sometimes that just happens with items. That's okay. For Last Christmas, my favorite Christmas song, I chose, yo, it's hot. Woo! It is hot here. I chose the Measurable Difference Concealer Collection, and I just wanted to hit pan on one of these items. I haven't done that yet, but you can look and see. This palette has been well loved. I've used a lot of these shades. This Ivory shade probably has the biggest dent in it, but they all have gotten some usage. And I have used up a gram of product for this guy. It went from 2. It went from 102 grams to 100 grams. So that's pretty good. I definitely think I'll be able to hit pan on that. For Kohl, I chose the Too Faced Joy to the Girls palette. This is the only item that I haven't used even once. And it's the Prancer shade up here. It's a beautiful shade. It's kind of flaky. But it's a copper, and I shouldn't have chosen a copper because I have another copper in a different project pan. I shouldn't have chosen that shade, but I did, so I don't know. I haven't used it. It's not very good. But there it is. So this palette weighs the exact same at 283 grams. For Grinch, I chose this H&M Infinite Color Infinite Impact Eye Color in the shade Mesmerize Me, because it's a beautiful deep green with some glitter. However, on the lids, it just shows up black. Like, you don't get any of that beautiful glitter. It doesn't even really look green. You can kind of tell in the swatch. It just looks black, which is really disappointing. So, I don't know. I'm kind of bummed out about this shadow. I've done a review of all of the H&M shadows, and I really love them. But this one, I don't know. It's just not looking the way I want it to. But I have used up a gram of this, or at least it's lost a gram, I don't know, from 17 grams to 16. And the last 25th item is this Jelly Pom Pom Glow Getter Luminizer Gel. It's a cream highlight, and I went from up there to down there. I think I had probably marked it a little bit higher than it was, but I have gotten some use out of it. I'll swatch it. I almost just dumped it out. I'll swatch it on my right hand for you. It's super metallic, and then it blends out really nicely. There we go. And this went from 24 grams to 23 grams. So, that's pretty good. I have it on today as well. So, that is my 25 by Christmas project pan. I've used up 2 items. I have 23 more to go. I'm doing okay on this project pan. I don't think I'm doing near as well as I have in other ones. I have probably way too many eyeshadows, and I just added 2 more. I'm just playing, and I'm having a good time, and I'm enjoying my makeup collection, and sometimes that's all you can do. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you, stick around and see if we can actually finish up the 23 other items. So, let's just, if you have any questions, requests, suggestions, comments, go ahead and leave them down below. I love hearing from you. It's one of my favorite things. I always say that whatever makeup I have on is listed down below, but because I have to list so many things with the number of items and the videos they're in, it won't fit in the description box. So pretty much everything is from this project pan or a different project pan. But if you have any questions, leave it below and I'll try to answer you. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.